What's going on, guys? Ah, you're too kind. Oh, stop it. Too kind, too kind. Jeez. It's April 9th, Wednesday, 2025. There's Robert. Hey, Robert, buddy, how's it going? I'm going pretty good. Um, I was trying to do some stuff with the computer before I got started, and almost ran out of time there, didn't I? Didn't get here on time. Yeah, let me fix my screen real quick so I can see what you guys are doing. Let's see here. There we are. Alrighty. Where is everybody? Yo, Terry. How's it going, my man? Alrighty. Me, Robert. It's so funny. He just started doing that thing where my alarm goes off at 6, and he instantly comes to greet me and just lays his head on the edge of the bed and just stares at me. Are you awake? Are you gonna feed me? Good boy. I think we're gonna go try to find a park to go to today. Maybe do a little hiking or something like that. Take him out on a trail somewhere, not too far away. I don't know how he's gonna do long car rides or something like that. There's things around here we can go see and do. I'm gonna take you guys along with me and all that good junk as well. So yeah, right, Robert? He doesn't care. As long as he's here beside me, he doesn't care at all. mm. You're in Michigan today? Wow, okay. Have you been in Detroit? I know they've been doing a lot of stuff to try to bring life back to Detroit. It has a notary, how would I say it? It's notorious for being like a rundown, dilapidated city. I haven't been there ever. But you hear things on the news over the time and how it kind of, all the factories moved away. Maybe all the factories will come back now. Who knows? Things are all shaking up around the world. I'm sure it takes more than a couple months to get a factory back up and running. But, we'll see what happens. You saw Johnny B yesterday? He's been lurking. That's kind of creepy. Should I close my curtains tighter or something like that? Is he looking through my webcam, spying on me and stuff? Lurking. Why is he lurking? That doesn't make any sense. So like I said, I was going to print some stuff off. But anyway, I saw this one news article. Kind of cool. They put medicine in a chewing gum that can fight off illnesses and things like that, like viruses and stuff. So like if you're traveling and you're about to go to a country and you forgot to get your shots before you left or something like that, or it's kind of like one of those emergency type things, where you can, the emergency, where you get a bunch of vitamin C in your system supposed to help you out. I didn't read all the details on it. Something to that effect. Pop in a piece of chewing gum. Bob's your uncle. You should be a little bit safer. Hey, Wesley! Johnny B. Well, well, well. Thank you for joining us today. Kind of a sparse crowd today. Don't you agree? I couldn't sleep worth a flip last night. I was tossing and turning all night long. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a chewing gum that can reduce influenza and herpes simplex transmission. All from a piece of gum. So you won't get herpes or the flu if you chew this piece of gum. It's quite the combination for a piece of double mint, Oh, hey Liz, good morning to you. How are we today? Did you get your mug, Liz? I haven't checked the tracking to see. I'm not in the office this week, so I couldn't really look up the tracking information. I could have gone over there and be like, hey, I'm tracking a package. The family photo, Liz. I haven't seen it. I got to look at that. I was just hanging out with Robert yesterday. Cut myself on a razor blade. It was in the bottom of my toolbox. Not a toolbox. It was this bucket full of all kinds of random garbage that I'd thrown, hastily threw together, and put it. And I just reached down in there, and there's this razor blade, and just sliced my finger wide open, like a big dummy. She got the mug. Awesome. Cool. Well, Ramesh never got 2 mugs that I sent him. Good thing. It's good to see the post office coming through. Oh, man. What you mad, Robert, buddy? I left him out this morning for about half an hour. He barked at a couple of things. I'm sure he used the bathroom. He just wants to be beside me. We're going to go for a ride today, buddy. You want to go for a ride today? Go somewhere new. It's like 40-something degrees outside this morning. Your fingers are razor blade magnets. It was one of those scraper tools with the razor blade on the end, but it wasn't retractable. It was a real cheapo type thing. The blade wasn't like rusty and junk. I'm not worried about getting tetanus or that garbage. But it was just there, and I was like, oh, damn it. And I washed the car yesterday, and the thing was stinging and all that stuff. Yeah, and I fixed the toilet yesterday. Yep, did my little DIY video. I was doing the improv class again last night. And they had this, what they call a jam session. Just a bunch of people who've been doing the improv classes and part of the group, if you will, just show up on Tuesday night and have fun amongst themselves. No audience, just other people just kind of doing little skits and things together. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun last night. I got to participate. That was cool. I have not asked if I can record it yet. I don't know how they would feel about that, but I'm sure I can convince them. I'm sure I can convince them. Then you guys can watch me act a fool with my shenanigans and tomfoolery on stage. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I can't wait. Hopefully maybe I'll be able to participate on a regular night. And be able, you guys can maybe see me on stage. Oh, yeah. Do you mind if I'm on camera? Well, you're out in public. People are yelling at their phones all the time, Liz. It's not unusual for you to be like just talking to your phone. Blah, 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 Or laying it out there. You could be FaceTiming, video chatting with whoever. It's none of their business. And people do it all the time. The people that stare at you, they're just jealous. That's all it is. They're just jealous. I wish I had people to talk to on camera. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be a little... I can see you showing some respect for other people's kids and stuff like that. I get that. Yeah, you don't want to be filming a bunch of other kids and stuff like that unless you got permission from the parents. That's fair. That's fair. What if you were like in Walmart shopping around and it just happens to catch a kid passing by? I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's not like you were like following the kid around or something like that. You're going down the soup aisle, picking up a can of soup, and a kid just happened to walk by with his mom. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Jealousy is a thing. Oh, yeah, people being jealous of you being on camera. Yeah. Well, the other Sunday, I went to that one coffee shop. I'm going back there again. This coming Sunday, I'm going to go to that same place again, weather permitting. I'm going to bring my laptop this time, and do the live stream from my laptop, and wear a giant set of headphones. I've got them right there. Just poof, and just talk to the computer, and if they don't like it, I don't know. I just felt so awkward there for a minute because everybody was like just stared at me. I mean, they were straight. This one guy could not stop staring at me. And it's not like his kids were running around me or anything. They were way on the other side of the courtyard thing or whatever. Um, I don't know. I get a little paranoid sometimes like that. I kind of got over it, continued on doing the podcast, so it all worked out. But I'm gonna go again this Sunday, and yeah, I like that spot. It's a good little spot. The coffee's pretty good, and they got outdoor seating. It's nice outside. Well, yeah, I get that too, Liz. But when I moved to the other end, I had not a brick wall, but like a concrete wall and a sidewalk behind me. It wasn't like I was turned around and you could see all the people eating and trying to enjoy their Sunday breakfast or whatever, a brunch type thing. I don't know. Get out of the feed. What are you trying to say, Terry? I start doing the robot. I can barely do that. That's the only dance I can do. I can't dance, you know. Maybe the moonwalk. I don't know. I have no dancing capabilities. Robert just wants to be in my lap. He just wants me to hold him and pet him nonstop. This is what he wants to do. He just wants to lay his head right here in my lap. Yesterday we were doing stuff in the yard and kind of took a break. Came in here and I kind of just fell asleep on the couch and he fell asleep in my lap. Hey, Blue, how's it going? You talking to the jealous people? I could take Robert with me to the coffee shop. But that'd be like 2 hours of sitting there. I don't think he would like that. Oh, what are you talking about, Robert? We'll go for a walk after this. How about that, buddy? You want to go for a walk after this? He doesn't. He doesn't care. We could be doing anything. We could be shoveling ditches. He wouldn't care as long as he was right beside me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said a minute ago, we're gonna probably find a park, little state park or whatever close by that's not too far. I don't know how. I don't want to just like all of a sudden throw him in the car for 2 hours, just riding in the back. I'm sure he would do fine, but it's little baby steps. Find something close by, and maybe go for a little hike and bring you guys along with me. So yeah, I had that in mind today. Yep, this is kind of boring. uh, It'll be all right, Liz. Keep you have a rough time. Go get you some coffee. Go. What was that video people were doing? They had a big bowl of ice water, and they're like splashing their face in the ice water. That could wake you up. Take a cold shower. That'll wake you up. He wonders why I talk to myself for 5 minutes each day. He's like, I don't know about this guy. He feeds me. He pets me. Gives me treats, but he talks to himself for 45 minutes each day. I don't know about this guy. Some human I got. As long as I'm petting him, he doesn't mind. Yeah, coffee. Wesley, go make some coffee. Well, at least you can put on more layers, Liz. In the summertime, you can only strip down so much, right? Needs it. Fine. Go make the coffee, Wesley. You can do like I do and get it all prepped, put it on a timer, and wake up to it brewing. That's awesome. I love it. Best part of waking up is coffee in your cup. They don't do little jingles like that anymore. I was somehow I got on this little thread of vintage car commercials from like the 70s. I stumbled upon this one website that just specializes in like 70s car commercials. It's quite hilarious in a way. Oh, they advertise. Oh, what was it? I think it was an Oldsmobile, and the things they were like pitching for this car was the fact that it had a vinyl top, came in 3 colors, it had white wall tires, and custom hubcaps. It wouldn't tell you about power steering, air conditioning, none of that kind of stuff. It didn't tell you about the engine size, and what kind of power it had or anything like that. In the 70s, they were trying to pitch about. They weren't going to talk about the engine so much because they were trying to the oil embargo, and if you know about the 70s, cars with better gas mileage. So I guess that's one of the reasons they didn't really focus on that. But they didn't show any pictures of the interior. Nothing like that. It's just like, here, look at the outside. It's shiny and pretty. Come get you a new car. Don't worry about the inside stuff. It's just car stuff in there. Check out these white walls. Pretty snazzy. And then there was and then the AMC commercials, the Gremlin. And we all know now that they went out of business. But at the time, they had a special edition Gremlin called the Levi's edition, where the seats were made out of Levi's denim, and they had the little Levi's tag, like you would see on Levi's pants, on the seats. And they're like, "Oh, far out, man! This car, blah blah blah." And then guys like from AMC, the most reliable. We have basically saying we have with the backing of AMC's warranty, you've got nothing to worry about, or something like that. Try to sell these cars, and of course we can look back in time and see, yeah, that Gremlin's not going to do that great. Look it up. Look it up. The Gremlin Levi's edition, and you'll find a commercial for it. And it's got these people in bell bottoms, poofy hair, all checking it out. The stitching of the seats. Again, they didn't talk about mileage or nothing like that. That was the selling point of it, is that it had denim seats. They wanted to really draw your attention away from the fact that it's gonna spew smoke out the back and get crappy gas mileage, and have no power to get up a hill. But now I don't know. Like I said, I got on this little rabbit hole of old vintage car commercials. It is quite entertaining. Just trying. When I see something like that, I try to compare it to like modern day commercials, and sure, yeah. I was like, look, it's even got the Levi's tag on it. Whoa, that's so cool. It was like the AMC Gremlin Levi's edition. With our warranty back, with the AMC backup warranty, you've got nothing to worry about. Something to that effect. Look at this big baby. Hey there, Robert. How's it going? Pay attention to me. Look at this guy. Oh, look at that, buddy. Huh? He's like, you're really talking to yourself this morning. Or some other ones they were trying to some selling points on it. Now they did show some old. They did do this one. They last as long as your Levi's jeans do. Yep. There was one Oldsmobile commercial talking about. They went over all the little angles and corners. It's sleek and smooth and aerodynamic, and they really went into showing everything on the inside as well, like the seats and everything like that. Again, they avoided the engine stuff. Because I remember like in the 60s, they would brag about how big the engine was in these vehicles and stuff. But in the 70s, especially the mid-70s, they avoided that like the plague. So you had a nice luxury car, and the interior looked amazing. I mean, I wish they still made cars that way. In some aspect, anyway. With some modern day safety features, got to throw an airbag in there, some anti-lock brakes. But the design of it was just, that's why I like my old truck. Now my truck's old, it's not shiny and new, but I like the simplicity of it as well. I don't need. And then my Subaru's got all the bells and whistles. It's got the big touch screen and Sirius XM satellite radio and heated seats and all these bells and whistles, blah blah blah. And it's cool. It's really nice. But sometimes I like to just get in the truck and have just simplicity. I've got a speed gauge, a temperature gauge, and a battery gauge. Let's go. That's it. if the tank won't crush. Oh man, you should look up those videos where they take old vehicles and put them through modern test crashes. It's pretty grim. They are not. They will crumble into your body. Uh, they did one with a. Oh, it was like a really nice Impala. I bet I seen this one where they test, ran it down the track, had the dummies in there with the sensors and the cameras, watching the impact. That dummy did not fare well. Yeah, I think it pretty much chopped him in half. Um, so yeah, and now if you put them head to head, did they do it head to head? Oh, I gotta look it up now. I can't remember if they threw it against one of those concrete pillars or did they oh gosh, or did they ram it against another car? Either way, the Impala did not fare well. It was like a late '60s model Impala. Looked great, and but it did not do great in the crash. The passenger person was folded in half and smacked against the dash. Probably lost all his teeth. The driver guy, he's flopping all over the place. I think a limb came off or something like that. Yeah, it was not good. It's not good at all. It's like in my old truck, I don't even bother wearing the seatbelt. Really, I don't. And I only drive it locally. You can still get an accident. I get it, but I don't. If you look at the steering column that goes down into the through the firewall into the engine bay, it's just this solid rod looking right at my chest. And if I got in a crash, that solid rod is just going to go right through me, seatbelt or not. I'm a goner. So yeah, it's like not gonna happen. It's not gonna be good. But again, I just take it to like Lowe's, pick up some mulch or something like that, and drive it back. Um, Things like that. Wow, you standing up there, huh, buddy? Huh? Looking all snazzy? Why are you at attention? What's the matter, Robert? What's the matter, buddy? Aw. What's the matter? Hmm? I'm not paying enough attention to you? Is that what it is? You jealous? Hey, it's Blazing Peach. How's it going? You're going to try to get some sleep now? You just stopped in and say hi? Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll run right through the Honda Accord. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. But if I hit a light pole, a tree, or a brick wall, it's pretty much done for me. Um, and it has no stopping. Remember that one day I went to like Jittery Joe's on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and I almost missed my turn and I hit the brakes. And I'm just like, locked all the wheels and just slid right past the road I was trying to turn on. I'm like, I have to make sure I keep a good distance from the car in front of me. I do that anyway for the most part, but I have to really make sure I keep my distance in that truck. So yeah. No it's full lock. There's no anti-lock. It's full lock. All four tires just and then you're like, hold on. Oh man. Anywho, and I still got to figure out the vapor lock on the stupid thing. I don't know. That's aggravating, but I'll figure it out. I'll study it some more this week and see if I can get it worked out in some way. But yeah, those old car commercials, man, I could watch those all day long. I wanted to go back and find some old some other commercials for like breakfast cereals and things like that, and just the absurdity of some of these commercials and the advertising techniques they had. Now they all just want to talk about, is it whole grain, gluten free, and blah blah blah. Do they even show commercials for like Fruit Loops and all these other cereals anymore? Really? I don't think they do. Of course, I haven't watched regular TV in forever. A '72 Pontiac Catalina. Nice. You were a gangster. Uh, one of the old cars that I had that I loved driving the most was an '81 Volkswagen Rabbit. Now that thing was a small little guy, but had a lot of pep, a little hatchback, and you could just zip through all kinds of traffic. It could turn on a dime. It got great gas mileage. Um, it was really fun to drive. A little car, it was fun to drive. I installed an air horn on it, like a truck horn on it, and could move traffic with it. That's like, you're like, that's like, I'm out of here. I love driving that little car. It was fun. Wesley's like, I thought I knew you. You betrayed me. What all cars have I had? I drove a '76 Pontiac Grand Prix. That thing was a tank, 400 big block in it or some garbage. Barely got any mileage on it at all. The '81 Rabbit, some '80s late '80s Volkswagen Golf, kind of like the Rabbit, but a little bit beefier, a little bit bigger. Um, yeah, the Rabbit was fun to drive, and it was so easy to work on. Man, it was so easy to work on. And the junkyard on the other side of town where I lived at the time, up in Tennessee, had two other ones in the junkyard. So I would just go up there and I could pull all kinds of parts off, throw them on this old car, and just drive around. I was like, it was so cool that I had two other full cars just sitting in this junkyard that I could just pull all kinds of parts out of and keep the thing going. Got a minivan, never rode with it again. What did they call the ones with the convertible kind? It had a special Corée or some weird name to it. It's basically just a Volkswagen Rabbit with a drop top. Hey, what's the matter? Do you need to go outside? Come here. Come here. It's okay, Robert. It's okay. What time is it? We got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes. Well, some other ones. I had a Dodge Shadow. I had a Plymouth Sundance. I had my Ford Ranger. Um, what are some other ones that I had? Um, the Rabbit and the Ranger are the only two that were like memorable. Some of these other cars just kind of came and went. And then when I was married, bought a bunch of used cars throughout a marriage that never lasted because yeah, she was driving it for the most part. Um, an '89 Ford Taurus. That was your first car. Here you go, kid. Knock yourself out. Don't have too much fun. And then you drove off. Your parents like, get a load of this kid. He's in a Ford Taurus. We got nothing to worry about, honey. A little '89 Sunfire. I wish I had those little Firebirds, those little Pontiac Firebird cars. I wish they would have lasted. Those were sharp looking, but they were just prone to failure. Um, my all time dream car is still a DeLorean. I don't think I'll ever stray from that. I would love to have a DeLorean that ran. Um, black leather. Oh, you had the bra on the front of it. He wrecked it. Bob's like, you can play with it. You can have it now. It had the stupid bra on the front. I forgot about those things. For those of you that don't know, cars, you could buy these stupid things. They were called a bra for your car. And you would wrap the front of your car, bumper, grill, headlights, and part of the front of it. And correct me if I'm wrong, the principle behind having one of those was to protect the car from other little things like bugs and rocks and whatever, so that the front of your car would stay, if you ever wanted to resell it, it wouldn't be all banged up and scratched. I don't know. It was kind of silly. Zero lights. Good gosh. Grill was gone, headlight missing. No, you did not. You did not tape flashlights in the hole where the headlight was. And those were before LEDs. You had these little cheap ass, ever ready flashlights that barely lit up a closet. Couple of D batteries in there. It's like, is that a candle coming this way? What is that light? Nope, it's just Wesley and his Taurus. I've seen people do that. I've seen people, their car, they've hit a deer or something and just totally jacked up the front of their car. They didn't have the money to get it all to a body shop, and they didn't want to pay deductible on the insurance, stuff like that. So they go buy these $20 LED light kits and just bolt them to the bumper where the headlights would be. Just jerry rig the heck out of it. And those are your headlights. You're going down the road now. He was gangster. Terry's first car was a Volkswagen Jetta. Yeah. I think my dad had borrowed a Jetta from his boss when his car broke down. We were kind of down on our luck. That car was pretty fun to drive too. Me and my friends got in it and we were like popping the clutch, burning the tires in it, stuff like that. So my dad probably watching this going, "What? You did what to what?" That's like 30 years ago, Dad. It's all right now. There's no there's no uh there's no crime when it's over 30 years and it was just a harmless prank as a kid, right? That statute of limitations is already passed. So Johnny has a Jetta. Okay. Daihatsu Charade with a hatchback. Daihatsu. I think I remember that. That was some kind of Chinese brand or Japanese brand. I can't remember. That was some. Or there was this Daewoo or something like that car that came into the market for a couple years and then disappeared. I don't know. It was some different brands. Oh, my dad used to have. And I sent the link to this commercial to my siblings. My dad had a Datsun 210, and he was an insurance salesman, like door to door insurance salesman. And this thing had a little 5-speed in it. My dad was 250 pounds or something like that. I don't remember. He was heavy. Passenger seat full of candy wrappers. I'm surprised he didn't die of diabetes then. He's like 80 years old now. Somehow he still survives. That's one other thing too. If you think all this exercise and all this other stuff is going to keep you alive longer, it's all hogwash. You're going to live to what you live. Your body is engineered, unless you, like, of course, have a fatal accident. But as far as your diet's concerned, he cleaned up his. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. He had the Datsun 210, and he drove the hell out of that damn little thing. But I sent the link to my brother and sister, and we were laughing about it. And it was like, yeah, it's a good little car until my dad got a hold of it. 79 Maverick. Wow. I saw an old El Camino yesterday. Parked. It looked like it's running. It had new tires and rims on it. It wasn't on blocks or anything like that. But it's like my old truck. It didn't have a paint job. But it ran. That looked pretty cool. El Camino. Yeah, it was the El Camino. It wasn't a Ranchero. It was the El Camino. Those are kind of cool. The car pickup. Mm. Oh, and there's somebody here in town that's driving a Subaru Brat. You seen those with like the seats and the bed of the car facing the opposite direction? There's a cool story about that and why they did that. So if you ever watch that show, My Name Is Earl, and she's driving around in the Subaru Brat, and she puts her kids in the seats that are in the back of the car, but it's like a truck bed, a mini truck bed. Hey, random. Oh, you're from Australia. You got to tell us what part of Australia you're in. We have a world map up here, and we scratch off different parts of the world where people come and visit us. So I've got some provinces here that I could scratch off in Australia. And if you tell me what part you're in, I can make that happen. Adelaide? Okay, there's South Australia. It just says South Australia. So I'll just mark that off then. I'll do that later. It takes a few minutes because it's like a lottery ticket scratch off, and I don't want to mess it up. But the Subaru Brat, the reason they put the seats in the bed of the car like that is to classify it as a car instead of a small pickup truck. Because at the time, there was like these huge tariffs or regulations regarding foreign pickup trucks coming in the United States. And so because without those seats, it would be considered a small truck. And so they put the seats in the back to make it classify as a car, and then they could ship them to the States. Something to that effect. Don't quote me on every last word of that. But yeah, that's why they put seats in the back. This one is yellow and gray, does not have the seats in the back, but it is a Brat, and it does drive around here in town, and I've seen it a few times. Tariff, you say? Yes, yes. But, you know, a lot of Toyota trucks out there now. Yeah, those little useless fun facts about different vehicles and stuff like that. Yep. You're the only one that likes forests, and everybody loves beaches. Yep. 60% of people like beaches, 20 like mountains, 10 like forests, and 10 other people like other stuff. New favorite word, Trump got it tattooed on his chest. I doubt it, but I'm sure there's going to be an AI video of it soon. Man, there's so many of those AI videos out there of, you know, the president, Musk, and all these other celebrities and stuff doing weird, outlandish things. And it's kind of creepy. It borderlines reality in a way, the way they look now, which is pretty darn. I mean, when you start watching it, you obviously know it's AI. It's just goofy. It's got this kind of twerky kind of stuff going on. But in a few years, it's gonna be lifelike. It's gonna be scary as hell. You won't be. I think at a point it's gonna be so real you won't be able to tell the difference behind the hands of the right people who take the time to make the video. And then there'll be some disclaimer when like the actual president at the time comes on camera. They'll be like, "This is an actual depiction of the president of the United States. This is not AI, blah, blah, blah," or some kind of thing. And then they'll pass laws on it and all this other stuff too. But yeah, that AI stuff is getting pretty darn realistic. There's a bunch of, there's some people doing AI videos where they make these fake trailers for sequels to movies. And if you just kind of barely glance at it, you're like, whoa, that's coming out a second movie? Whoa, I gotta check that out. It's all fake. Yeah, but the AI stuff, watch out, people. You're in cotton desert, no water, fish to play. All we have is lake if treated. Poor Wesley. AI fakes. If you're not paying attention, it'll look pretty darn real. Random really wants to get away. You could volunteer for a Mars mission, and then you'll be left alone. You could. There's still islands with indigenous people. You won't be alone, but you'll be off the grid. And there's quite a few islands in the Pacific Ocean that have nobody on them. They're tiny. There's nothing to them. You could live on one of those. Maybe get some supplies dropped in every once in a while. If you're, you know, Elon Musk rich, you can just go, I'm going out to this island, see you guys in about 10 years. Psychedelics work just fine. You'd get away and probably get eaten at the same time. Yeah. You try to, if you went to an indigenous island that really hasn't seen modern man of any kind, they would either instantly attack you or they would fall to your feet and praise you, I would believe. One of those two. It'd be one extreme or the other. They would just kill you on the spot or think you're some deity coming to their island on some uh, raft, you know. Thank you, Wesley. uh, and nobody said they were shitty unless they didn't wrap it. Um, you guys are too funny. Mm. Robert has left me. He's like, I'm done with you today. He just went off. It's like doing his own thing. It's fine. It's fine. He doesn't have to be here on stage, right? No glove, no love. Good gosh. All right, next subject. Oh my gosh. Uh, should we go on to the next subject? What? As I see it, yes. Yeah, all right. There you go. Magic 8 Ball said. uh, uh, you would need, you just need drugs. Go to a different island. You would need drugs. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like that, oh, Jack Black did a skit on SNL about flaming hot Cheetos and the hotter they are and the extreme and all this other stuff. There's Chester Cheetah, like, yeah, extreme Cheetos. But then he gets to the point where he says, like, what goes in hot comes out hot. And he's like, he's like, instead of regular preparation H, he's got flaming hot Cheetos preparation H. And he squeezes the tube on his hand. It looks like tomato paste. It's flaming hot. You gotta fight fire with fire. And he like, oh, it's so disturbing and hilarious at the same time. It was great. Flaming hot preparation H. Oh my gosh, that's asking for help. You're on your own, buddy. You're on your own. Can't help you, Wesley. You're married. You got somebody who can help you. That's funny. Where do you sign up? Well, you got to get on our Discord channel, Random. We do have Discord for the channel that you can stay in communication with everybody in the chat. It's totally free. It's in the description of the video if you'd like to join the Discord and just kind of throw some stuff. We have little sections for random videos you want to share with people you find on YouTube and stuff or things like that. So yeah. I got Terry's cell phone number, so I send him random videos on the internet. I thought he would appreciate the Preparation H comedy sketch. Oh, that no, it flashes when I get notifications because a lot of time I have my phone on silent, and I want the flash to kind of catch my attention if there's notification without making noise and bothering other people. Yeah. Blow your phone across the room. I don't think I could do that. You got to keep it on the dash, keep it warm. That's like a trucker's first aid kit, Preparation H, right? It's in the description of the video. So if you go back to any of my Coffee with Malcolm videos, you'll see in the description my email address for the channel, coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com, and you'll see the link for the Discord as well. So yeah. That is a strange request, Bubba Boy. Blow your phone across the room. I don't even know what that means. I don't have the air capacity to try to blow the phone across the room. You mean throw the phone across the room? Is that a typo? You want me to throw my phone? I'm not throwing my phone either. I like to keep it. Blow your good phone. Oh, this is why we only do 45 minutes, because at this point it starts to spiral out of control and we have to reel everybody back in and say goodbye for the day. So, nope, we're done. Well, thanks for joining. It is almost 7:45. Time to call it a day. I'll be back on later today sometime. If you subscribe and set up alerts, you'll know when. It's kind of random. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some other stuff on the channel. I got other things you guys can watch. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.